A lot of folks, perhaps most folks, would say that they'd like to have more money. And when you think about more money, what thoughts and feelings come up around it? Uh, Maybe it'll be easier if we have a little bit of imagery here. So when you look at money like that, is there part of you thinking, oh, so many bad things would have to happen in order for me to have that kind of money? Now, this comes up a lot with folks. Is there's a sense of more money comes at the cost of something else, like health and well-being, and maybe it's a sense that there would have to be tragedy, that if me for me to have financial abundance, I'm going to have to pay a really painful price, or someone's going to have to pay a painful price, and I'll feel bad about that. And let's see if we can clear that up. So getting in touch with any feelings you have about bad things would have to happen for you to have more money, and taking full responsibility for your own well-being. Even though abundance would come at too high a price, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I'm afraid abundance would come at too high a price, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I'm afraid abundance would come at too high of a price, for me to have more money, I'd have to have less of something else. And there would be pain involved, because something bad has to happen. So I need to limit my financial abundance to make sure everything else is okay. And even though financial abundance would come at too high a price, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, and maybe anyone else who has convinced me of this. This fear that bad things will happen if I have more money. All this fear of the bad things that will happen if I have more money. All this belief that financial abundance would have to come at too high of a price. If I had a lot more money, there'd have to be some kind of tragedy. Someone might get sick. Someone might die. All this fear that I have some sort of universal contract saying that I will sacrifice financial abundance in order to keep my loved ones safe. As though I can't have health and well-being and money. This fear that I have to trade other good things for money. And I may not even be aware that I have this belief. But I've been making this deal. Keeping money away from me to keep everything else okay. As though the universe is going to say to me, what are you willing to give up for more money? Or even who are you willing to give up? I may not be consciously clear about all this, but part of me isn't taking any chances. It just feels safer to limit my financial abundance. Safer for me and for other people. I hope they appreciate what I'm doing. Maybe I could write to some of my family and say, "You're only alive because I've limited my financial abundance." Maybe it's because I've seen rich people have tragedy. Poor people experience tragedy too. It just doesn't often make the papers. I'm no safer being poor. My family isn't safer. And part of me might say, but if I had a lot more money, I'd be doing riskier things. I'd be out jet skiing, or I'd pay for my family to jet ski. And there could be an accident. Much safer to not have the money for that. I'm limiting my financial abundance so that I can limit opportunities to keep myself and others safe. It's kind of brilliant, but I can find better ways to take care of myself and my loved ones. Money doesn't create greater tragedy, and it can avert a lot of tragedies. It's okay for me to have more money. It's safe for me to have more money. It's safe for my family for me to have more money. And I'm clearing the remaining doubts about that, clearing those all the way back through my past, back through all the misunderstandings that suggested that more money would be dangerous. Setting myself joyfully free to have a lot more financial abundance. And feeling good about that in body, mind, and spirit. And take a deep breath. Just allow yourself to look at that money and feel at peace with it. You can handle it. Your family can handle it. You'll learn how to handle it. Trust that you have the capacity to handle it. Other people have done so in the past. You can do it too. And that'll be good for you and for others. So thanks for doing that.